And I'm Brit.
And I'm Brit. Why does everybody hate that?
I don't know. I feel bad because I sometimes think about it. Come here. Because I do listen to them a lot. Come on. And that would probably not feel good if I were like Brit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone
if everybody
knows hating
hates
that. What up?
Let's go.
It's gonna be in the bio, so go check that right now. All right. Okay, see you there.
Oh.
Should I just keep it on this low key hip hop?
Should I go get some water
like,
before?
Don't be mad if Smack That comes on or something by Akon. It's just like one of those like. It's a good playlist. I'm here for it.
Excuse me, son. Yeah, my father's there. Oh. We got the wide angle going. Let's see. I'll take some water, please.
I have some left from the airport from my little mini trip
Check.
I took.
Check.
My little mini ride.
We're gonna see if that audio is working.
Dude, I like what you have going on though with these records because like it just reminds me how I want like a whole like wall of different records. It looks so good.
Check.
Oh, look at that.
Check.
That's great. You can never not have enough water. Look, dude, this playlist is fucking awesome.
Play is pretty good.
Yeah. You're beautiful, and I just want you to know that you're girl.
Okay,
Like,
I'm gonna put my J over here.
Okay,
I don't really think I'm like.
you're good.
Check.
No.
Check.
I ain't tripping.
Yeah, it might be.
This is a good
high
song.
slash drunk for this.
What?
Might be too high slash drunk for this.
No, you got this, sis. You got this. I'm sending that energy out there.
Here we go.
I can't wait till like just like everything comes back. And who would have thought that
B, will you take a picture of
It's
it?
on. Yeah. It's
Like-
on and moving right now.
Who would have thought that
We're
film
live.
cameras
Oh, we're
and
live?
all this stuff is like
Yeah, we're going live.
is coming back?
Nobody's watching anyways. Doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Somebody might be watching. Hi, if you are.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Like like
Beautiful.
this photo.
That was
I'll
cool.
see-
It's like a little lens flare.
I'll see you in the future, and I'll be like, okay, I'll be showing them like I got my little like
Your little
scrapbook.
film scraps.
My you know how like your parents have like the
Yeah, you always loved looking through them and
yeah,
what
like
you're
the,
saying.
and so I'm like so this one night I went to go visit your Uncle Lace and your Uncle B, or your Uncle B and your Auntie Lace, and I'll be like,
we'll be looking through
we're
the old
just
albums.
we just hung out and freaking
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys gotta remember whoever's talking. You gotta grab that mic. Like,
Oh yeah, you gotta grab that mic. I'll be like, dude, I'll be like, call me at this number, boy, if you're listening.
Who's the boy that's listening, bro?
Oh, dude, no, I'm saying like the old school, when they're like, yeah,
Hosts or whatever.
midnight jams, like
That 70s show like Donna. What's it?
Oh, well.
Hot Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hot Donna.
yeah. Did you guys? I don't know. This might just be me, but like when I was younger with my friend, we'd call like those hotlines, and we'd be like pretending that they're like the party hotline, and you would be like sent to like random people that were on the party hotline, like on the phone.
You just talk to them?
Yeah, and we'd pretend we're like, we'd like pretend we were way older than we were on this like little call. It was called the party hotline.
Did you guys ever do the fucking where there was soundboards online and you can look up like famous actors like
Oh.
certain phrases by certain actors? So you'd prank call like a
Yes,
fucking Domino's or something, and then you put up like a Jack Black like soundboard, and it would be like hello, and it would like take a soundboard from Nacho Libre and be like hello.
Oh.
And, like you'd hit a button.
Wait, I actually I remember doing that. Like you could pick different voices to like say what you wanted to say on like your prank call.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some people would catch you, but some people wouldn't.
Yes. You never heard of that?
No, never.
That shit was.
I don't know.
So
Is that an Arizona thing or what? Like
It's Arizona.
I'm like I don't know.
It's an Arizona thing, but not a like Lewis County thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that shit was so damn funny.
Oh my gosh, prank
I
calls.
remember down enough. My buddy Paul and I would like prank call a bunch of like just pizza joints or like food joints, and then like
Did you ever
every
order
once
the
in a
food?
while.
Yeah.
You're like your
Fuck no.
refrigerator is
Fuck no.
falling.
You didn't have the money. Searching for the coins to pay for the pizza.
I still don't have the money.
Wait, is this live?
This is
Is
going
this
live right
recording?
now. Yeah.
Oh. Cuz like I feel bad, like I feel like we both have good things to say. So like
But we
for,
only got
we have
one
to
mic.
yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So should we like
I'm sorry if you guys want to.
No.
Well, I'm just saying,
No.
we have better things to say than you do.
No, that's not what I'm
So
saying.
why do you get
I'm
the
saying we both like have good commentary. I can't just like hog the mic.
I'm just
Look at all this.
I can't just like hog the mic, you
But we
know?
can
But
be
like
really
you-
close. Look at us
You
together.
look
we're like
like
Joe,
a-
we're duetting. We're all
like a little fucking Dixie Chicks where you're like, you know.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started. I was like
We'd be funky Dixie chicks.
I was loving Dixie Chicks when I was like 2 years old. There's a video of me just screaming,
I
ready
still
to
love the
run.
Dixie Chicks.
I mean, I still
What
love
are they
them.
called now? The chicks?
The Chicks.
I'm still here for it.
They gotta be.
Have you heard
know.
the Beyonce song? You showed
Oh
me the
yeah,
Beyonce
yeah.
song.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me
Who knew?
started on Beyonce. Like I could talk about that woman all day long.
Me too.
I really could.
What do you
Like, what's the
What
what's
do you
the?
think about
What's
what
the
do you think
scoop
about
on
What's the
Beyonce,
scoop
huh?
on Beyonce from your perspective?
No, like
Who the
I
fuck
just
is Beyonce?
She got a
fat ass, but not just that. Like, every song is a banger. Like,
true.
like you could put on any of her albums right now, and like the song that you put on, I'll be like, yeah, that's a good
That's the
song.
one.
Like every single one, it's weird. Like that's just how I feel about her.
Even if you're feeling like a slow song or like a
She's got it.
Yeah,
She's got a
rap
wedding
song.
song.
Yeah,
She got a
exactly.
proposal song. She got a like, I'm just single and I just broke up with my boyfriend song and I'm gonna look in the mirror. Like she's got the hype song. She's like got the workout songs.
Yeah,
Like R&B. You want a little rock. You whatever you want. Like she's got it.
This is not sponsored by Beyonce.
I'm telling you, like I literally was like I could go on and on about her. Like I could talk about her all day. What you want to know? She's got Ivy Park. She's got Ivy Park.
let me put some Beyonce real quick.
Literally.
I feel like every girl like
reggae.
has some sort.
And
no
every
matter
guy.
what, it was so weird because fucking people like Brie, like some like boho chick or whatever, like everyone
You
fucking
think
girls love
Like
Beyonce.
everyone loves Beyonce, no
True.
matter
Girls
who
love
it is.
Beyonce.
Brie was just a weird one for me because she was like into this weird like indie shit and like.
Yeah, but she could appreciate me.
Like who would have
Yeah,
thought
but-
she would like some?
There.
Are you saying like who would have thought she would like a pop star that big that
Like everyone loves
Yeah.
Beyonce. That's
Yeah.
just it. That's
Hey, Drake has a song, "Girls Love Beyonce."
Girls do love Beyonce.
that's a good ass song. I haven't heard that,
That
in
is
a while.
a good song. Hey, that's another one I could go all day about.
I think Drake should make a song like I'll always love Beyonce.
Get in here.
I don't.
Get
believe,
in here.
I don't believe that though.
You
I don't listen to Beyonce in my free time. So
Girls love Beyonce.
Maybe it's
That's
just
the
girls.
answer to everything you say.
We are.
I'm all girls love Beyonce.
yeah, exactly. I
Whole
mean,
time you're like
if you're going in for a job interview, it's
girls love Beyonce.
I think that's the answer.
You're like, whoa, whoa. Girls
So
love
what-
Beyonce.
What kind of qualities do you have?
Girls love Beyonce.
You're hired.
Exactly. That's
awesome.
like I feel like Drake and Beyonce are like at that level
I think so too.
together. Like that's the male Beyonce. Like Drake
is the male Beyonce. We've had this
Beyonce.
conversation.
Yes, literally.
I would 100% agree with that because I think every guy listens to Drake. Like
Even if they think they
guys
don't.
love
They
Drake.
lying.
do.
They're
No,
draking
you
and
do.
driving.
Drinking and driving.
I hate you guys.
They really are. They're like, oh, Drake's so soft. They're all in their car. They're like,
Yeah, everyone's always like, Drake's a bitch. He's blah. You know, break up with your girl.
right.
But at the end of the day, like it's.
You know. Every
He's
single
making
word
them
you know,
every single word. For sure.
exactly. Like they could just like be sitting in the car and like a song that Drake's. They're like, oh, I hate Drake. Like they're in the car like trying to resist, but they can't resist. Like suddenly they're just like moving
They're singing,
the shoulders.
they're dancing,
all-
they're-
yeah, saying the words.
It's so funny.
Literally.
Funny. Well,
It's true.
what do you guys want to talk about? I need some water. That's for damn sure.
Water.
I need some
An
water.
H2O.
Can you send a little like you hit the button? It's like whoosh, water like effect.
No,
water
no,
effect.
that's not.
He just
what-
hasn't had to touch it.
That's not. Bro, you're asking for $100 million setups.
Equipment.
Yeah.
Because I got this one offer up
Think
last
that's-
week.
yeah. Bro, that's a,
And I had to sell 3 pieces of equipment to get this one. So, bro, like, this is what we're working with.
You're like, okay, Beyonce, calm
People-
down.
When you
Yeah.
start paying.
people have these ideas like I can do all this shit, and I'm like,
You
bro,
were
what you're,
literally just telling me that.
what you're asking for is like fucking 10 G's right now.
You're
dude.
like, I have $150
You were
for
literally-
this project.
And then,
Yeah.
and then
I'm
I'm like,
oh.
it'll pay you $50 for it.
You're like, well, that piece of equipment costs
Yeah.
$5,000.
And I'm like professionally not allowed to say fuck you, but like.
But,
Oh,
like-
but
man.
like water.
But like water for sure. Oh my god.
Ooh.
That's funny.
All right, we can revert to the easy ones. What's the meaning of life to you, Jaden?
Oh gosh.
The E.
You gotta use the mic too.
I gotta take a deep
I
breath for
gotta.
this one.
You can't.
Oh wait, what's the
You
question
can't.
again? Wait, what's the question
It's
again?
what is the meaning of life to you?
Oh my goodness. I'm still trying to figure out life. Like, I don't know if I have a meaning yet. But like
The
to,
fuck is life
to
in-
literally just
What
live.
is life in general?
Is to live, yeah. Wait, actually, period. You did something there. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
But
The meaning of life is literally trying to figure out the meaning of life.
what
Literally.
it is going to take you
Yeah.
to discover
Get
that
yeah.
that you're supposed
Till
to
I
do.
have that answer. I could be searching forever
But
though.
I think it's something you always search for, and you're always, finding little pieces
Yeah.
of
You're-
yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you go through so many different stages of your life.
Yeah.
where you're like, I don't know, like
It-
if that's me, but like
Yes.
when you touch a piece that you're like, oh,
Yes.
that right there, that's me.
No,
And,
that's
like,
exactly what
then
you're
you find a little piece to your meaning, or like, I don't know.
It's weird
Damn.
that it's really
That's
like
so crazy. That's so true.
it's completely circumstantial. Like it depends on the time and stage of your life. Essentially, it's not like something that's like you can figure out once.
Yeah.
Something that happens over time in small, minute
Yeah.
points of your life because you
Yeah.
just fucking go through winter in Oregon and you're like,
And you feel
I
like
don't know the
You're like,
meaning of
I
life.
don't know what I'm
I really
doing.
don't know the meaning of life. And then summer will come and you're like, oh my god, I
You're
know
like,
what
oh my gosh, I
fucking
have the
meaning
best
is.
life ever. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
The sun is the meaning of life.
The
At the
sun
end
is
of the day,
shining.
the sun is the
The
meaning of life.
vitamin D.
any way you can get it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Literally. But it's so true though. Like,
It's weird. It's
It'd be
definitely
a-
circumstantial.
yeah, you go through freaking phases. I'm all freaking phases,
You
but
got
like,
the freaking faces, man. That's all I know.
but like, yeah.
But I mean, you're
You're like I was saying earlier, like it's just so corny, like the things that our parents would like say
The
to
little
us, the
stuff.
little like live, laugh, love, but not like actually saying that, but just like, and you would just be like, they don't know what they're saying, like they don't know what they're talking about. And then now that I'm older, I'm like, why am I either starting to say these things to people and like, or like being like that? But I'm like, oh wow, they might have been onto something, like.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty fucking ridiculous that they've dumbed it down to like a small sentence that actually makes so much sense, but at the end of the day, it's just
Like, they're right.
yeah, they're right.
Your
That's-
parents are always right.
No,
That is the meaning of life right there,
Don't tell 'em
people.
we said this.
Yeah. I don't know, but there's like I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I take away from like looking back. I'm like, all right, I get what you were telling me, but also like you guys are fucking crazy.
And you're wrong.
Yeah, and you're wrong.
And you're wrong.
And
you're
wrong
also
about
right.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is who did the research, and it wasn't me.
Yeah. But I don't know. Life's confusing. I'm glad I have you. I appreciate that. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. When you can just lean on each other.
I'm all, oh. No, just kidding.
I know, she's all.
Not actually, but like, oh.
You get it.
You know, I was just like joking. You know, just being me. I'm all,
Well, what's going on in your mind about going to Thailand?
For people that don't know,
Yes.
Jaden is going to teach English in Thailand next month, right?
yeah,
Next
pretty
month.
much, yeah.
So that is really exciting
like-
news in her life. But she's still going through the process of getting there. But
You know, like, they're like, oh, make sure you review your grammar. And then I'm like, holy shit, how am I supposed to teach them? What's grammar? Like, I don't know. I'm not good at that. They're like,
What's grammar?
like, you know, like, but it's
What's
like,
grammar?
like nouns, verbs, adjectives. I'm like, wait, oh, what is
I
a
forgot about
noun?
that
What
shit in,
is
like,
a-
third
I-
grade.
Like, it just, like, went over my head. I'm like, oh, my goodness, how am I going to teach, like, kids? And then on top of that, another language. And then on top of that, I don't know, grammar, like, what's a verb? And I'm like, searching them all, what's a verb?
It's an action.
I
That
know.
shit's an
An
action.
adjective is a describing word, okay? And a noun is a person, place, or thing. But I was like, I had to.
I'm so
I had
fucked
to,
when we have
like,
kids.
I had
I'm
to-
so fucked.
I had to refresh my mind.
you're fucked or I'm fucked?
No, we're both fucked. Because honestly, I'm like, my mind is at probably like a third grade level at this point.
I doubt it.
Dude, no. You're
I
just.
doubt it.
It's
Like,
above
when
that
they-
in another
when
way.
when they teach you third grade shit, like,
yeah, but what?
I don't know, try
All
and
the
finish
things
that
that
third
you-
grade stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna
but
be
then
tough.
that's when you get your refresher. You get that little
Yeah,
mind
but that
refresher. when your
refresher
kids
is
are in
the-
third
Refresher
grade.
It's
You're like,
exactly what it
you
is.
better start paying attention to their
It's a
homework.
refresher. That's what's crazy.
Well, my
is
mom
that-
was like, I don't know how to do that.
You're like,
I can't
ask
help
your
you.
uncle.
Like,
Yeah, let me call my
ooh.
friend Sally.
Ooh, that's gonna be me.
Oh, that's funny.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, there's things that like
But
I
you
need
also
to like
made me so
refresh
good
on.
and Be able to teach the kids so much more.
I
than
feel like
just
it's a lot of like
grammar.
with younger kids, it's a lot more of like, cause like older kids know a little bit like maybe hi and like, you know, depending on like how, you know, how long they've been in like English
program or
classes and stuff.
whatever.
Yeah. But like other times, like I feel like it's gonna be all like, can I see your eyes and ears? Like I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be very
like it's
physical,
gonna be
like,
very like using, I guess I
a
feel like
table,
I
a
already
table,
am
table.
super expressive, like I'm just like like, you know, like
One more time. Oh no.
but I'm like always laughing and like open my mouth, like I feel like I'm already really animated, so like I'll just be like eyes and you know, like I'll just
I
see
can imagine.
my extreme self, like my most extra self, like
You'll be like, ha.
everybody say hi.
Everyone say hi.
Or it's gonna be like, can I get a, oh, can I get a, you know, like,
These people are gonna be coming out of the class like,
like,
eccentric.
no, yeah. They're not
By the
even,
way,
they're gonna be
everyone,
speaking
we're
like,
pretty fucking. I'm pretty tipsy right now. I
Are you
don't know
kidding
about
me?
you, but I'm pretty fucked up right now. So
I'm like,
I'm sorry.
are you kidding me right now? Like, am I even,
I'm so
am I
sorry.
speaking English?
Yeah.
I'm like
He's
English,
fucking-
Spanish, and French. Like,
This
I don't
is
know.
probably the most fucking like dull conversation. Like,
Bro, so
dumb
tell me
shit.
here. It is.
doubt
But
it.
we're gonna like think back. We're gonna look back later, like just like laugh. We're just gonna
What the fuck were we doing?
We
But-
were we were drinking. We were drinking. we were drinking and we were drinking.
Drinking water.
Drinking water.
Jaden flew in this morning from Phoenix.
You gotta turn that mic, baby.
Jaden flew
gotta
in
grab her.
from
You gotta
Phoenix
fucking
this
grab
morning
that
to come hang out with me for my birthday, and we pretty much went from the airport to the restaurant, had a few too many drinks,
came back here,
Just the right amount.
and had some few more, and then decided that we were going to podcast. So here we are.
Yeah, let's see.
We just threw right into it.
Yeah. No preparation. No preparation.
no prep at all.
No, zero prep. But she's loving it.
I am. I'm like, oh, lights, camera, action. I'm all, who is she?
I wish you guys could see the setup that Brandon has put out for this
I'm
podcast.
way too extra at the moment, but
But you know
I
what?
can't find a
think you got the
medium.
vibe. It's
I can't. I
fine.
honestly, I can't find a medium.
No, you
'cause,
got it. You got it down.
This shit's pretty cool.
I like it a lot.
I just think it's really
And the
cool.
lights. I just think it's
keep
cool.
spending my
cool.
money on really cool shit. And I feel so.
Y'all
I'm so
don't
sorry,
mind
baby.
me.
He's like, sorry, babe. I'd like
Yeah.
to have a baby, but also I'd like to have this podcast
Yeah, but
mic.
honestly, like, look
And I'm
at
like,
the lights.
go get
dude.
it, babe.
It's fucking RGB, buddy. But
Do,
No, it's
doing
the,
the dang thing.
it's the budget for
You
sure.
really
Maybe
are
next
doing the
year.
dang thing though. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Like
I
I'm
love
not.
that for
I'm
you.
I'm not. I'm not hesitating on it at all. Like I
Feel
am.
confident.
I
like,
am.
it's super cool.
I am very sorry that I'm not stashing away my acorns and putting money away.
Shut
Like,
up.
I
nobody-
am
acorns.
honestly, but like
Also, you got to
the
build
faster,
a business.
the
and I
honestly,
get
the
it.
faster I've been building the business, the more money I make.
Yeah,
and
for
that's-
sure. The more money you
And
can
you
charge,
like- and you
the,
love what
the
you're
clients
doing.
that you can get, and it makes a big
I'd be like,
difference.
and you love what you're doing.
And my job
no,
is not
fuck
a
the
job.
money. The money's great.
No, but that's super cool. Honestly.
It's I don't know. It's weird once you get to this point.
Find something.
Yeah,
That you,
once
like,
you
actually
once you get to
enjoy.
this point, you realize that like it's not that. It takes a while, but it's not that hard. Like it's not.
That's a lie.
It is hard, but
That's
it's
a lie.
not like
It's
not
hard.
this like super
Brandon's
surreal.
like the key to
This
success
shit
right
is
here.
not
This-
easy to start a
this-
business.
It's it
You
is
also
hard.
don't start business. No, I'm just
Don't do
kidding.
it. No, I'm sorry.
Go for it.
It is hard, but it's like it's more of like a mental game than anything. It's not like
For
your
sure.
abilities or like what you can or can't achieve at that moment. It's the fact that
You're fighting with your mental.
you're fighting
all
with
the
your mental
time.
the entire time,
Yeah.
and that's 100%. That's the only thing that's stopping you is you, and that's what's crazy.
Period. Like, not in a corny way, period, but like, damn, like,
But like that.
but for real, period. What you said, that part.
So it's very hard. What do you want to do, Jay?
Oh my
100%. You got one shot. Someone says you live your life and you only get one job to do. What is it?
Dude, I don't know, honestly.
heavy.
Like, I know it's like, whew,
Pretty
that's
tricky.
pretty. It's like a simple question, but it's like not easy to answer. If
It's
that
so
makes
weird
sense.
that's like
Does that make sense?
a simple question that most of society can't answer.
Would video
Right.
be it for you?
See, that's tough.
See?
I don't know. if
But maybe
video
it would be
up.
in video, but like doing something
I
specific
think-
within video?
I think that it would be filming movies. If I could do one
But
thing.
you always say that, but that's generic. But what kind of movies are you trying to film? Like, are you
Huh?
trying to
I was
film
like,
like
man,
action
she hit 'em with
movies?
that.
Are you trying to hit
Oh, I
documentaries? What are you
fucked
trying
up
to
some
do?
action movies real quick.
But like,
'Cause
how
I
are
would
you
turn
doing
around,
that
I
right
would
now?
Film and I would turn around and go, "Oh my god, that was fucking sick."
Oh, yeah,
you know,
you're good
Tom
at that.
Cruise, like exploding through like a fucking car and
It's
just like
probably-
coming out like straight face
You know
with an
it's not
eyebrow
Tom
up.
Cruise, you
Oh
know
my
it's-
god, that
You know, it's not Tom Cruise. It's the like action.
directors.
The people that get paid to like do the like tricks and flip or dummy. Is that what they call them? Like
It's
is
stunt
that
double.
what
dummy.
du-
It's a stunt double.
dummy.
But honestly, Tom Cruise
Yeah.
does his own stuff. So
Oh my gosh. He's like Illuminati who? Like I can do this.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Scientology
If he
who?
was a part of the Illuminati, he would be a couple inches taller.
You saw? Didn't you see him? You saw him in Iceland.
No, we went into like a volcano or something like right after he went, and
Like he was filming there.
yeah, or he was
He
in
jumped in.
Iceland the whole time. Not the whole time, but he was there for a very short amount of time, and it like gets around the small community, you know. You're like, Tom Cruise is in town, like everybody knows because it's in like the newspaper,
In the
or like there's like some
small
weird
town
altercation
things.
with Tom Cruise, and then everybody knows about it. I don't know.
That's insane.
That's
I wonder
crazy.
how
I don't know.
Many
like-
times you can travel the world once you're fucking famous and be kind of done with like.
But at what point do you not care?
I wonder.
Anymore?
I was gonna say. I wonder. Like, is
You're like, if they're gonna talk, they're gonna talk.
No,
and
but
I'm just gonna go do this thing, get it done,
Yeah.
and then go back to my life.
But
and
to like piggyback on like the celebrity thing, like, do they even like like? I know this is fucked up and ignorant maybe, but like, do you think they go to like travel to different places and then they're like, wow, like this is breathtaking, like as
Or do they get
breathtaking
it
as
so
the rest
much
of us,
with it?
or do they see like all these like beautiful places
and, get
and
numb
like
to
beautiful beaches, and are they like still amazed, like wow, like this is like, you know, beautiful, like this is life, or are they just like this is like normal, like
I'm
you
sure
know, like,
there's a-
I just
I'm
hopped
sure
on an
there's a
island and like I do this all the time, so it's
Yeah.
just another island to me, or are they like wow, like this is beautiful? I don't know.
I'm sure there's some sort of appreciation there. Like there's some sort of like.
Well,
'cause
Mother
people are
Nature
human, you
also
know what I
like
mean? Like, people are
demands
human.
respect sometimes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like you
If you
can't
see
like
a
say
mountain-
like, hey, like that's not the most beautiful thing I've like almost ever seen in
Yeah.
my entire life,
Yeah.
because it's right there in front of your eyes, and like
Right.
I don't
Well,
know.
Nature's one of the only things that shifts and switches. Like you can go to the same spot the next day and there'll
And
be the
it's
most
different.
gorgeous sunset you've ever seen, or the day before it could be fucking pouring
Right.
rain and you
Yeah.
didn't get to see anything. And I think that distinction between like how it switches keeps things kind of newish. I
Yeah.
don't know, but like being that rich seems so scary to me.
Yeah.
It seems like it actually is something that like pushes me away from wanting to like do more.
It's like, who do you trust? Like,
Yeah.
who do you talk to? Like, you employ like so many.
That's why you grab your people now. You're like, okay, I know, and I know.
But
you,
like sometimes
you,
those
got
people can't
you.
be there because they're like regular ass people.
Yeah, but that's true. But then
Yeah, but like once you get to the top, I feel like you're still a regular like. A
Like, you can
person
still
is a
get got.
person is a person. Like a person is a person.
Yeah.
Like if I grow until I make a Avengers movie,
Right.
and you go, holy shit, he made it. He made an
but we're
Avengers
still doing
movie.
this
Yeah.
shit.
He's at the
home.
top.
Right.
Like
Then
I still live this life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we still have
Right.
shared a fucking bowl of spaghetti
Wait,
together
actually-
and like
Yeah.
had wine together.
This-
like
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
we're normal people.
Struggle
Yeah. You don't
together
turn
and
into
then-
this
yeah.
fucking
Dude,
alien
this
that like.
reminds me, like, sorry to like cut you off,
No, it's
but
okay.
like it reminds me of like the. Have you guys seen the new Britney Spears documentary?
No, I wanted to watch this.
Dude.
I actually looked for it this morning. I woke up super early and I was gonna watch it, and I couldn't find it. I didn't know what it was on. I listened to Crime Junkies religiously, and they had like posted something about it, and I wanted to listen or watch the documentary before I had like listened to the podcast because they were just talking about it. But what is it on?
Dude, it's nuts.
Is
It's
it on
Hulu.
Netflix?
It's on Hulu.
Like,
But
I just needed to
you
switch carriers. and I would have been
just move
chilling,
over
but I
to
was
the
too
Hulu
lazy.
account. I mean, I'm down to watch it again. I'm sure like you learn something like.
Each time you watch
That's
it,
what
it's
she
Yeah.
said on the
Like a
documentary
book.
at the beginning.
But like it's trippy. Like, I kind of like knew what was going on with like Britney Spears. Like I knew there was like this like her weird like thing where her dad like controlled her life. But like I guess I didn't know.
I don't know. I've
That
never,
much. We
I've
should
never,
watch it
I've never
tonight.
looked into Britney Spears
Dude,
like that.
let's watch it and like you guys will literally be shook. Like you're gonna be like they actually have a podcast.
Britney
There's like
Spears.
it's
Britney
called
Spears.
there's like
Britney
there's girls.
Spears.
There's these girls that do a podcast on her because they started realizing like during quarantine that like her posts on Instagram didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So they like and they were like she was like telling a story like Britney was trying to get a message out to there and these girls like basically like dissect like kind of her life or whatever like
but
in
also,
a podcast.
like, the videos look so crazy. You're
No,
like, what is
so,
she
so
doing?
now like you'll watch this documentary and then you'll be like, oh,
That's what she's doing.
yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, and
Go
I'm
down the rabbit hole of Britney Spears. Exactly what I need to be doing in my life.
but like actually,
exactly what I need to be spending my time on.
but like actually,
Like,
no.
sorry, Britney, but I got things to do.
Hey, on your spare time,
Yeah.
like it's an hour and 45 minutes probably.
people
Yeah,
are-
but then you obsess over and you can't stop thinking about like all these people, and then all of a sudden your whole life's
That's what happens
dedicated.
to me when I'm watching Crime Junkies.
Oh,
I'm looking out the
me
window like a
too.
ninja.
I won't hardly watch the
She's
store by
fucking,
myself.
she's
I'm like, why do I
literally
do
fucking
that?
twitching around every corner.
I know, I'll be like
She's
walking the
literally
dog
going
and I'm
around
like,
every corner and just like.
It's like a cat around
I'll
the
turn
corner.
the light on and she'll. I'm
It's like,
"You're
why do
not
we do
gonna
that to
fucking
ourselves?
die."
But like at the same time, like, okay, low key though, with the crime junkies, like, my favorite cases are the missing people, the ones that like just like disappear out of like.
You're insane.
Oh, it hurts my
No, like the
It
murder.
hurts my
No, the
heart.
murder ones are scary and creepy, and like I don't want to know about those. But like, but even though I do
Dude,
want to
they're-
know about
Alright,
them,
you're gonna have to keep talking. I'm gonna take a piss.
but like, you know what I mean, like. The mystery ones, the ones where like they disappeared, like had like a
out of
little list.
nowhere. You're like, where
Yeah,
did they go?
and they're like just were seen like at the bank with their friend or whatever, and then they're
and
just
you're like,
gone.
that could be me.
Yeah, but
I
it's
used to work there.
like freaky. Like, how do these people just disappear? Like, there's no security footage of on any street. Like, there's like
Yeah, I've
what?
always
And
liked
then
the
it's like, what
surfing.
happened to them? Like, are they alive still or are they not?
Yeah, who has them?
Yeah,
What-
like
where
pretty
are
much.
they?
Probably
Or-
some people got them trapped up in their houses these days.
We can't talk about this. My friends are always getting mad at me too. I'm like, are you guys being careful? Are you guys making sure you're looking out? Like, this is the sign.
That's when my mom was like, you need to start.
sex trafficking. Like, the people are putting these things on their windshield.
My mom was like, you need to stop listening to
people-
those
it's so
things.
real.
She's like, I know. She's
But
like,
I'm like, it's
she's
real.
like, listen to something more positive. But I'm like, but they're just so interesting. Like, I'm just so curious about
You know,
it.
A lot of people make me feel weird about listening to crime podcasts, but like also there's so many people out there that like also listen to crime podcasts that like I feel like I can connect with, and I'm like, okay, like I'm not crazy because I know this person, this person, this person, this person, and this person that all listen to the same
Right,
amount
right.
and have
But-
listened to every
And are
single
normal.
episode
But
and
what
are
is-
normal, but they're a little scared, but it's
But
fine.
what is it about
You know, I
crime
couldn't
podcasts?
tell ya.
Like, what
Couldn't
is
tell
it
ya.
that like makes every girl
Like,
fucking
You know what?
just go
Ashley-
nuts over
Eating
these?
little-
Ashley
eating.
Flowers kills the storytelling game. She does her facts, and I like that. And I also feel like it promotes the victim advocate. Like,
someone to find
like yeah,
them
like you're
or
trying to like help
whatever.
somebody find them, and maybe one
the story
like
out
they've
there.
solved some cases and shit. And I think that's kind of cool.
Understandably,
Yeah.
but they literally.
But also like
It's a lot of it is. I mean, a lot of it's different. I mean, a lot of the stories are pretty fucking insane. But also,
take
like
it.
at the end of the day, it's
No, you're good.
it's
Keep it. We'll
it's
just
like
go back.
murder of someone, and it's like freaky.
they're not all about
It's-
murder though.
Oh, well, a lot of them are, but kind of based
Brandon's
around
scared.
murder and
Brandon's
like.
scared. He's terrified.
I'm
Every time I turn it
not
on in the car, he's
scared,
like,
dude, I'm not scared. I'm
Just
literally
wants
just trying to
something
figure
more
out.
happier.
like, babe, can we please listen to fucking
I'm gonna take
I
the
don't
I'm
even
gonna take
know.
the camera off you. Just so you just-
Love you.
yeah, I'm sure you do. I just want to
He
know
wants
what
us to
is
something
like.
more positive, probably. And we're like, oh, and
No,
there she
Brandon
was,
just wants to
laid
live and
out
die. He
on
wants to
wood.
be Joe Rogan. He wants to.
I do not want to be Joe Rogan. I want to be
He
myself.
said, you heard that here, people. I
Yeah.
do not want to be here.
That hurt.
We all love you, Joe. And
Yeah, honestly,
Do we
like
though?
I'm not even gonna lie, dude. If I was Joe Rogan, I'd be content. I'd be happy if I
Oh
was.
my gosh. Wasn't he like an uncle or something on a show?
Wasn't he an uncle? Jeez, Jay.
Like,
Couldn't
was it,
tell you.
like, wasn't he
Take
like
another drink,
wasn't-
sister.
Wasn't he like like, where did Joe Rogan come from? That's what I mean.
Earth.
Well,
his mother.
we know
His
that, but like,
mother's
I mean,
vagina.
like from like his how he has that podcast. What TV? Oh, was he a Fear
He's-
Factor dude?
Fear Factor.
He Fear
He's a
Factor,
Fear
and then he went to
Factor dude.
UFC.
Fear Factor.
hosting and
And
MMA.
hit his head too
But
many
he also
times.
has he's done those podcasts for like
11 years.
11
But
fucking
like,
years.
it's
and
just
he's-
now. Like, I feel like
No.
were people always listening?
I mean, he just blew
Some
up
people were listening
because he
before,
switched
but
over to Spotify. But like, he also
No,
like
he's
blew up
blowing
on
it.
YouTube.
He was
like,
blowing up on YouTube
blew
years
up
ago.
I don't
on
know if
YouTube.
I'm a fan though, but I don't know much about
what's
it.
wrong with you?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Have
much
you
about
actually
it.
listened
I like
to Joe
listening to Joe Rogan. It's not always like I can't
I
ever
don't
like
know.
finish all of his like if I start a podcast of his, I don't always like I'm like okay, like I'm gonna dive into this 4-hour podcast, you know, like I'm not
It's 3.5
that person.
usually.
Yeah.
3.5,
Who
2.5,
listens
1.5
to it long?
even. I'm like
This
I'll
is a
listen
really
to
good
like
song.
30, 40
I like
minutes
this
at a
song for
time,
sure.
and I'm like I feel like I got some good information, but not necessarily like I'd rather listen to music. Sorry, I love you, Joe.
Yeah.
But I'll listen for you 30, and
It
then I'll
depends.
dive back into that same episode maybe a couple days later or something. But
Yeah, but I feel like honestly it's circumstantial. It depends on who's his guest, and sometimes there's some
interesting.
He brings
people.
on.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so weird because like he'll have a lot of the times he'll have 3 podcasts a day, or he used
That's
to do that
insane.
before, which
It's a lot of talking.
insane. 3
That is a lot of
hours
talking, but you
with
could do
each
it.
person.
No.
That's 9 hours of talking with random people about different conversations, and I get
I mean,
fucking cotton
Good
mouth, and also I
experience,
gotta pee.
guess, but
Literally, I
But-
have to too. But like, period. Like, how do you do all that?
I don't know.
But like,
Honestly.
I guess you
a
could
lot of the
talk.
times, like with podcasters though too, like they come on because they want to talk. So then you barely have to ask them any questions. You ask them 1 or 2 questions, and then they'll just ramble
They'll
on
rant for, like,
an
45
entire
minutes.
story.
And then things, other
Like you
things
can't get
turn
them to
in-
shut up
like-
to get your next question,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, but like
Other things turn into
When-
other things. Like
exactly.
other things turn into other conversations.
exactly.
It seems super scary trying to start something like this, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it takes a certain person to be able to podcast, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they literally just sit.
Well, you
up
have to
in
make people
there,
feel
they-
comfortable too,
Yeah.
and like that's also
Yeah.
part of it. And like, I
and
don't
it's
know.
hard because like even now, like my body automatically wants to like put on this weird like persona
Yeah.
of like trying to think of questions and trying to think of things next that will like respond to you.
When, like,
and also
when
like
normally we would
when
never
normally
have
it
that
comes
problem.
like
No.
very naturally.
no,
yeah.
and that in normal conversation that
Yeah.
comes super natural, but like once the cameras are on and once the microphone's in front of you, it's super
That-
weird.
Dude, yes, that's how I feel
It
about.
leaves it really unauthentic for a second, and then you actually get into
Right.
conversation, and then you're like, oh shit, like now we're just talking as
Yeah.
people.
For sure.
Now that's how I think about actors, because like I don't know, like when I was younger I'd try to do like little mini plays and stuff, and like
You
they had
totally
to, you
would.
know,
That
I
Disney
know.
Channel
Jaden
shit
was
is
on
so
the Disney
funny.
Channel.
Oh my god, that
Not
Disney
really,
Channel
but like
shit is the
I
best.
totally like have a photo of me like Disney Channel style, and like it could pass. But yeah, it looks like literally just like one of those. But like that's how like how do those actors just get up on the air with the cameras all up in their face
Confidence, dude.
and act, and they're just like a
Confidence.
completely different character, like they are not themselves, like but when a camera is on them, like how do you do that?
I mean, you think about like something like a Johnny Depp
Oh my god.
or like a Matthew McConaughey in.
When they're tapping into a whole different person.
How do they
Well,
do
they
that?
tap
what's-
into somebody else.
That's
they,
what's
they
so
study
interesting
it. They
about.
practice it. They
Crazy.
I just watched a Matthew McConaughey podcast, and he was talking about the time where he acted in that space movie he did. And there's a part. He did this space movie. I forgot what it was called.
I might have seen it.
It literally was a fucking phenomenal movie. But he literally like said he went up to the director, and they were supposed to shoot another scene, and he walked up and handed him like a piece of paper that said scene blah 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 or whatever, and the director like looked in his eyes and knew that it was like the serious scene that he needed to film, and he was just like zoned out, like no one talked to me, like I'm about to go
That's
and do this shit right
crazy.
now. And I'll show you the scene what happened, but he's like he went to a planet in the solar system looking for life, and the planet's time zone was different than Earth's time zone, so every hour you spent there was like I think it was like 20 years on Earth or something insane. So he spent an hour there, and then their mission got compromised, and he had to end up spending like 3 hours there. So in Earth time they went like fucking 60 years or 50
But he
years.
tapped into that and like.
But he tapped into that
That's
as like a
crazy.
script. Like someone scripted that to him and said, "Hey, you gotta act this."
Right.
And
Yeah.
he tapped into that and was just like, "All right, I understand."
crazy.
He got a video transmission of his son talking about his kid that just got born, while he was gone, and then it fast forward.
But that's just the way his brain works, and
That's
like just like how
crazy
your brain
to
works,
me.
like for the camera or
yeah,
this
like, I
or
wouldn't
that.
know-
Like Jaden
I
is
wouldn't
like
know how to just
a
like,
professional
throw this
DJ,
together.
but she doesn't claim that title. But like, I don't know.
Damn, you might be right about that.
I don't know.
I know. I feel like. Oh, whoops! I dropped that.
It's okay. That was me.
It's just weird how
No.
different people's brains can work in
Yeah.
ways like
Should I
that.
put it right
Well,
there?
the
I'll
ability to
finish
tap
her.
in like that is just absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. Beautiful, but it's insane. I don't.
That's
Especially if you
crazy.
can find that in your life too.
And how do people know?
I think
Like,
a lot
Not
of it
everybody
comes
can
from
find that.
circumstance too. A lot of it comes from actual emotion that's happened in your life.
yeah. What if
For
they're
sure.
randomly though, like you know those people that just pop out of thin air and they're famous, like just out of nowhere, like
Yeah.
they do a movie and
They're
like
extraordinary.
You're like, where'd you
boom.
come from?
Yeah.
They've always been, but they've always been.
nutty.
You know,
Yeah.
like to just think about someone acting. Someone
Right.
acting is just acting as themselves or the idea of what their character is. It doesn't take some sort of exceptional
that
person or some
skill.
person who's in the slums of whatever neighborhood.
Or they
you
just
know, like-
got the opportunity to really like showcase their worth, and sometimes that's what it is too. Like I
Yeah.
think it definitely helps to know people sometimes.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Like it helps a lot of people to know
Yeah.
people, and some people don't have to have that to like make it up to
Yeah.
the star level that you know.
Yeah.
But
It's just
some
already
people
there.
do already
Have
have
you
that.
noticed that like a lot of people are just randomly related in some weird way?
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's weird.
I didn't know that person was that
Yeah.
person's
Mhm.
cousin or sister or uncle or.
I
but,
just
like,
found
it's
out
just
about
random.
Denzel's son.
Dude.
Denzel's son is the one that played in Tenet.
I
He's
did know
dope.
that.
I didn't know
I
that.
did know that.
I didn't know that at
He's
all.
dope.
Which
I feel
I was
like I
kind of.
told you that when we were watching that movie, but maybe
Hey,
not.
he has a.
Or maybe you told me that.
I didn't tell you that because I just learned that like 2 days ago.
Maybe I told you.
He's in He's in this movie on
The one
Netflix
with
with
Zendaya.
Zendaya. I
Yeah,
watched it.
Zendaya,
It's in
right?
black and white. It's dope.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
we watched a little bit of that, but we
It-
didn't wind up
it's like-
following through.
It's
with
like
it.
one of those that you have to like get through.
Yeah.
Like you gotta get through.
I
to,
thought
like,
he
get
was
the
somebody
whole thing.
else. I thought he looked so much like somebody else, and I thought
Mhm.
he was a different actor. Who did I think he was?
The guy that actually passed away, which
The-
was Black Panther.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Chadwick.
Chadwick,
Boseman.
Yeah, that's
Boseman?
who I thought it
Chad-
was at
Yeah,
first.
Chadwick
something
Boseman?
When
like
I
that, yeah.
when I clicked on it, I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Which I should know because I'm an Avengers
I don't know
geek,
which way it is, but yes.
But that's who I
Literally.
thought it was when we first like.
Really? They
I don't
look
know-
a
I
lot
don't
al-
know
they look
why.
A lot alike.
Yeah. I don't
Because
know.
like, damn, black people are not in the freaking films. We gotta get them in
Seriously.
there. You know.
I mean, Denzel is just
I know.
Denzel, man.
But his son is really good though.
who's the best black actor in your opinion?
Oh my goodness. I feel like you have to have like categories, cause like
As
like comedy,
almost all
like,
around,
in a
all
com-
around.
almost all around. I would say probably like Denzel. Nah, I'd probably say Will Smith.
or like
I was
or
just thinking
or
Will Smith.
Samuel
Which
L.
is-
Jackson.
Ooh.
But
But he's only
But
in Quentin
literally,
Tarantino movies. But
everyone,
like,
like,
still.
Nick-
But he always has the same character.
yeah,
Yes.
He's
And
always
I
like a
think-
loud
drug
like-
dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Like
oh motherfucker.
But like
Yeah.
I feel like
Yes.
Will
Yes.
Smith can be like funny,
but like I feel like
super
his,
funny,
but I feel like
he's
his
also,
acting is like
it's kind of
not
corny.
that good.
It's sometimes it's corny.
Yes, that's
Who?
what I mean.
Will Smith.
Will.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's
I said
that's
Will,
the
like I
role he
know
played.
Will.
Yeah,
Said my
Will.
man, my man Will.
Will.
But
no,
literally,
he's
though.
but he's extraordinary in like films
Yeah.
that make
I'm, like,
you want to
getting hyped
cry
up
and
of
things
this
like that. I'm
topic.
like, oh my god, this man is fucking everything.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he is corny in the chick flick.
But
films
you
and
know
stuff
who's
like that, but-
freaking funny though? Like, honestly, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy?
Dude,
Eddie Murphy's a fucking
He's
legend.
hilarious.
Dude, he's funny.
Like,
He is funny.
That's
if
how
you,
my-
if you
if,
think
if
about
I
a
had a
person,
comedian, I don't care about Kevin Hart. Like, I don't care about like, but give me some Eddie Murphy, man.
Yeah.
Like,
that kind of humor.
yeah.
Kinda
Even if he's in a
quirky.
dramatic role, he still's got that like.
I feel like that would be a
humor.
good movie to watch. Some sort of Eddie Murphy movie right now would be really good to watch.
Actually,
I think his humor
should
is
eat like,
so
we gotta go, you guys. We're gonna
different.
go watch an Eddie Murphy movie. What
Yeah.
should we
like,
watch?
Actually, recommendations. I'm just kidding.
No, honestly,
Some are
recommendations,
some
what-
like we should look up like, and I'm sure
The
there's a
best Eddie
list
Murphy list.
because yeah, that man has got it going on. Mhm.
He's pretty fucking
So
funny.
he's the
Yeah.
number one.
No, but that's just like comedy, like
Yeah.
comedian, I guess. But like, I don't know. Do you guys actually like listen to any like comedians? Like, speaking of comedians, or like is it just
Like,
like not a thing, or is it just
religiously, or-
randomly like?
I-
You know how
Sometimes
people are like,
randomly I just
I know a
click on-
comedian and that guy is so funny, I want to go to
Yeah.
his shows. Like, you're a fan of a comedian. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not
Yeah.
that person.
Is
but
that-
I can appreciate a good comedian. I feel like.
I
Who
think
do you think
I-
is the comedian? But
Theo
like,
Vaughn is fucking hilarious.
Theo
man.
Vaughn.
no, but
Theo
like the
Vaughn.
actor.
He's the guy that does the podcast.
He does have podcasts, yes.
I don't know if
but
I've ever actually.
if you
watched
ever
his
watch his
Me
stand up
neither.
and stuff, oh my god,
But
He's
like I'm down.
He's like
Yeah,
down
same.
south, like. We should look it up honestly, because he's really fucking funny.
No, I'm
He's
actually
really
down to
fucking
like
funny.
find out like a good comedian.
I'm
You
trying
know,
to
like
be
a
about
good
a comedian.
stand-up. You
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I mean?
For sure.
I don't know.
Like I'm trying to think of like
Dane's calling, ask him who's his favorite comedian, then just hang up on him.
literally.
What's goody,
Well,
bruh?
Well, they always say like
Hey,
Will
bro, I just wanted to check in
Ferrell
real quick. So you
or
said you're coming in on the 12th to the 20th, right, of March of this month?
Hey, buddy, we're running a live stream right now. What are you doing, bud?
I'm at work, actually.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
No,
Is that
yeah,
the
yeah,
date, bro?
yeah. 12th through the 20th of this month. What do you got?
Okay, for sure.
What do you got in
I'm
mind,
gonna
buddy?
I'm gonna take off the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th.
So I guess it's
All
just
right.
me running this
Thursday, Friday, we
podcast
should
now.
do something, or either way, I'll just be free to fucking chill each day.
Okay. What do you want to do? Do you want to do anything in mind? You have anything in mind?
I don't know. What do you fucking want to do? Fucking play some Madden, go to the pool hall, get trippy.
Trippy.
Brandon.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hell
sir.
Definitely plan.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do any like small camping trip or anything, or we could do a day trip maybe.
Something out there. We don't have to, but we fucking switch it up each day.
Yeah,
Chill.
we don't have to, but I mean, if we could, that'd be dope.
Yeah, we're definitely saying if anything, probably at barbecue maybe one of these days, like Carlos.
Oh yeah, Carlos's house. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
something like that. But yeah, we'll switch it up and we'll live it up. And I'll take off at least those 3 days. Okay.
All right, I'm down with that, brother.
Fuck yeah. All right, well,
Fuck
I just want to
yeah,
check in, but I'll probably get back to you and then I'll see you soon.
All right, brother. Love you, man.
All right, love you, man. Love, bro.
What a good guy.
What a good guy. True. Little Dane.
Little Danny.
Little Daney.
Little Danny.
Gotta love Dane.
I love you, Mr.
What are you most excited to do when you go to Arizona? Brandon's going to Arizona without me. I wasn't invited. He's going there. It's a boys' trip. Doing it by himself. What are you
It
most
is a boys'
excited?
trip. It is a boys' trip.
I'm not jealous.
I am most.
Girl, you're gonna thank yourself.
I am most excited about probably number one, probably seeing my family. I really want to see them, and then number two, just friends and fucking kicking it, man.
Kicking it in the
Yeah.
sun.
In the sun.
The
Actually, that's
sun.
probably number one. Number two is probably.
Yeah,
He's
Brandon
family.
is see-through right now. He's never been so see-through in
not
his
fair,
life.
But yes.
He's never not seen the sun
You know, I
this
felt
long.
bad. I had to like take a minute. I was like, dang, B, like.
We're gonna cut this
shit.
transmission now. I'm getting roasted at the moment.
Yeah, he's getting roasted.
You're looking white as hell, boy.
I'm looking
I
wild
was
as
like,
hell.
you know. Whew.
The Pacific Northwest will do that to you, though.
Yeah, it's something that I did not prepare for when I came here.
But is this like? But you've already have this season here, right?
I've
This
had
is
this season
second.
last year. Yeah, it's
Okay,
my
so second.
season.
This is a.
But it's
right,
But
right,
it's
each
different
year.
this year.
I mean, 'cause COVID.
Right.
COVID done fucked
well, I
me
feel
up
like
now.
even without COVID, it would have felt a lot different.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, you get more settled in, and like at first it's like kind of fun and exciting, and you're like,
yeah.
you get to like do all the things that come with the seasons. But like this year, like you still get to do those things, but it's more like routine of it. You fall kind of in a routine with it.
Well, snowboarding was dope as fuck.
Oh.
Honestly, snowboarding is like my favorite,
That's so
you know,
cool.
second favorite thing to do.
I feel like a lot of people say
You know what I'm
that.
Dude, snowboarding has been like one of the things in my life that like for me, like when I grew up, like I was always constantly in sports, and like when you get into sports, like you are constantly like working to like be better at that
Yeah.
sport, and like that's how you make your friends, and that's how you do, you know,
Yeah.
like that's how you get that like itch for life to like keep going for something competitive. And I felt like as soon as like high school ended, or like all my college sports ended, that like I didn't have that anymore. And then I discovered like really getting into snowboarding, and then that's when I finally figured out like maybe this is like my after school, or like my
your-
after
your
school
little-
like
your
sports
hobby, like your
program
good
hobby,
hobby,
you know,
yeah.
like it still doesn't quite like get there, but like it still like gives you the same kind of like passion that
Yeah.
you used to feel, or like it's challenging in, you know,
Do you
ways
have
that
that-
you can like
Do you
That's
have
cool.
that desire still though? Do you still have that desire to like
be competitive?
Yeah, well, to compete in the, I don't know. It's probably not like the tenacity that you did in high school because it's different.